So for the ricotta, I put both milks in here. I tripled the recipe because I don't have a lot of refrigerator room for the milk. So I put the milk in here. So this is the milk. Then we have our low fat or fat free half and half, and put that in the pot. Then we're going to turn the heat down to about a medium. Next, second to last, we have our buttermilk. I'll put the buttermilk in the pot. This pot is getting very full. The last ingredient we have is in the blender. I pureed tofu and a little bit of the milk. This looks like it's gonna overflow. So it actually eases, it floats right to the top. It starts to curdle. You can kind of see that. Not curdle, but you can see the solid starting to float to the top. Ooh, amazing. Okay, so I'm back, and since I decided to triple the batch, I actually had 2 pots going. This one pot is a little bigger, and I'm gonna zoom in so you can kind of see the sweat on the pot. It's definitely not ready because it's not even up to temperature. I can touch this pot like this. It's just straight sweat. That means it's still a little cold. This pot, on the other hand, I'm gonna zoom in on it. There's no sweat. So that means that, and I use cold milk. Everything cold, straight out the refrigerator. I'm gonna zoom in, and you can kind of see the curds popping. I got a spoon. So remember, I got a spoon. I'm gonna just, you can see that? Okay, so it's a couple minutes later, and we still don't have a boil, which is okay. We have plenty of curds. So you can start to see the way separating. See that? Along the edge, it looks watery. That watery, that's the way. This is the curd. The curd is what we're going for. Okay. Over here, I have just a regular strainer, something you strain pasta with, and I lined it with a bunch of coffee filters. Anything that was overlapping, I kind of flipped over to kind of get out of the way. So I'm going to start to strain some of the curds from the wire. We gonna have a lot of cheese now. So I'm gonna keep scooping this out, and I'm gonna let the rest of this come to a boil. Okay, so again, a few minutes later, maybe like 8 minutes later, this is what we have. We have some foaming at the top. I'm gonna compare the two. This is like the bigger pot, and this is the way the curd separating from the whey, which you can see. You can see that. This is the pot that we did already, and you can definitely see a huge difference. How the water, it just looks transparent down there. How the water is going on. It's just kind of like a film on the top. We'll just let that simmer for a bit before we cut that off. And this is our bigger pot again. You can see the whey and the curd separating here. And we're getting bigger curds. So, same strainer we had before. This is a lot of cheese. A lot of cheese. Look at that. Tilt it a lot. So, let's begin to scoop. I'm going to keep scooping this out, and I'm going to show you guys what the final product, or if this pot looks like when I'm done. So I just finished straining out the curds. I just finished scooping them all out. This pot, whatever was in this pot, I just simply dumped in this pot. So now I have one big pot to deal with instead of a small pot and a big pot. This is the ricotta cheese. We'll zoom out. This is the ricotta cheese. You can see here. It's more cheese than I thought. I thought I was only going to get 3 cups. This is definitely more than 3 cups, which decreases the point value drastically. And I'm gonna just let this actually shut this off because it looks like it's about to boil over. Even on like the gentle simmer, I think it's because the pot was so full. So I'm gonna just let this cool off for maybe like 20 minutes, and I'm gonna strain it again. I'm gonna strain it into a small sieve, kind of like this one, and retain everything extra and just kind of save the way for bread or something like that. All right, bye-bye. This is our lovely, lovely ricotta cheese, also known as farmer's cheese. And it's only been sitting here for maybe about 10 minutes. And I have to continuously empty out the water. This is a lot of ricotta cheese. I didn't think it was going to make this much. I thought it was going to have 3 cups, I promise you. It smells good. It smells like oatmeal my mom used to make, like that cooking milk smell. Not burnt milk, but cooking milk. Okay, so as you can see, I am knee deep in whey. This is the rest of the whey that came from out this pot. It's really not a lot compared to what we already scooped out. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I read that you could cook pasta with the whey. I think I'm gonna freeze it in the meantime in some gallon containers, throw it in the freezer and see what happens. And then like if I make macaroni and cheese, I'll cook that in it, or we'll see.